This Purp back with another episode of the Purp Culture Podcast. Welcome. Now, if you're just seeing this now, this is not a live stream. This is pretty much pre-recorded. Had a strike on my channel, so I can't live stream until like next year. Don't know when I'm going to start live streaming again. Probably sometime in January or February, hopefully. But how was y'all Thanksgiving? I hope y'all ate a lot of turkey, got fat, enjoyed time with the family. Mine's been the usual, my dad cooks, got turkey, ham, rice and beans, some greens, sweet potatoes. Man, we had like potato salad. Shit, we had so much food. That shit's already gone now. It's crazy. It's only been a week. Yeah, but I don't really do nothing crazy for the holidays. Especially Thanksgiving. It's pretty much normal, casual. It's still like the only time my whole family gets together and just eats. If it's not Thanksgiving, then everybody's in their own corner of the house, or in their own world eating and stuff. I rarely eat at home, so I'm mostly going out most of the time. But yeah, it was pretty good. Great food. Good conversations always. Everybody catching up with everybody, talking about what's gonna go on in the future, that stuff. But I hope y'all enjoyed y'all Thanksgiving, most definitely. Yeah, like one of these days I'm gonna want to cook a turkey, because I could cook any. If I got ingredients for anything, I can cook it. Definitely. Yes, it was pretty average. I enjoyed my Thanksgiving week. I saw Crimes of Grindelwald that Monday. Then Tuesday, I went to go see Creed 2 by myself. Got those reviews up on my channel. I'm going to have them in the link in the description below. Go check those out. Show your boy some love. Yeah, we have some interesting topics. But before I get into that, I kind of just want to break the ice, the topics we got today is I'm gonna go more into Dragon Ball Super spoilers and not how you think. I made kind of like a rant video that's up on my channel already. Go check that out. The link for that will be in the description below. I kind of want to talk about it a little bit more. Not too much. I kind of want to just vent out a little bit more. Because that shit still got to be a little bit irritated and worked up. Then we got early praise of Aquaman. I want to kind of talk about that. I definitely will have a review on that soon. I already got my thumbnail done. I think the thumbnail for my review looks pretty dope. I try to always do something different than other people when I make thumbnails. I always want to make my shit like bright and vibrant, so it kind of sticks out when you go to look for it, or if somebody's looking for it and they don't see my name, but you can tell by a thumbnail that's a perp-minded thumbnail. But anyways, then I want to kind of touch on Stan Lee and the creator of SpongeBob. I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. I forget. I think it's Stephen something. Steven. I'm drawing a blank on his name. Apologize. But yeah, those two passings I want to kind of talk about, and give you my thoughts on. Then we could talk about The Walking Dead's mid-season finale. I also did a video on that. That will be in the link in the description below. Yeah, I want to kind of talk about The Walking Dead and where it can go and what its future holds. You know, how long will it still be on air? Shit like that. And then we could probably close this off with Meek Mill's album dropping tomorrow. I'll also have a review up on that within the next 48 hours. So be on the lookout for that. I will definitely have that up as soon as possible. And man, hold on. We can. I might if there's time. Cause I don't know if I want to make this a long episode or not. We just gotta see how it plays out. I might talk about Kingdom Hearts 3. Don't know yet, but I might talk about that if while I still got some time. But yeah, that's gonna be the topics for this episode. All the links to the videos that I mentioned will be in the description below. Do me a favor and show your boy some love. You know, it'd be much appreciated. It would be dope. Make sure to like this video and share it if you want. You know, this is going to be my second to last episode of the Purp Culture Podcast. For those that don't know, you know, I'm coming back. I'm not going to stop doing the podcast thing. I'm going to come back, restructure things, make sure I want to clean up the show a little bit. I will eventually have people, you know, be a part of the show, you know, have some regulars on. So it's just we could have a longer show. That's what I want to get to, but what I'm mainly going to do with the new show is build it up like I build this one up, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, that's that. I feel like I have to address that in every episode, just in case people don't know or haven't are wondering what's going on. So let's get into these topics. But wait, before we get into these topics, I also want to know what did you guys get for Black Friday? Did you pick up anything special? Did anybody get any dope 4K TVs? Anybody get a PlayStation, Xbox One X, a Pro? Did anybody get the new Red Dead? Because I've yet to play that yet. I want to get that, but I'm waiting on Kingdom Hearts 3. Just for me, it never works out for me for like Black Fridays. It's like I'll always have money any other time of the fucking week, but then when Black Friday comes around, it's just like, damn. I don't know. It's just how it's been playing out the last like 5 years. It's just. Hopefully next year I'll be able to get a 4K TV. I really want to get a 4K TV by next year. And they're really cheap now. You can get, but you gotta be mindful and really do your research on these 4K TVs because not all of them are the same. They're not built the same. They're not all built like, you know, just because it has HDR doesn't mean it's gonna be a good HDR. You know what I'm saying? And there's some 4K TVs that don't have HDR that look like complete shit. So just be mindful of what you purchase, you know. Be safe out there. Like anytime that you know, I know Black Friday is over, but hey man, for future Black Fridays, just be safe, man. Just be safe and know what you're buying. If you don't feel like you don't need something, don't just go ahead and buy it based off impulse, and just don't do that. Don't do that. If you have bills to pay or some shit like that, like don't worry about it. because they'll always have another sale in December, which is I'm also waiting for too. Because I know they'll have a lot of games on sale. I'm gonna try to pick up a couple. Hopefully, Red Dead will be on sale. I'm trying to get that shit for like $40. I don't want to pay 60 for it. I honestly don't. I know it's a good game and it's worth 60, but I'd rather just pay like $40 or hell even 30. But I doubt it'll go down to 30. I'm expecting Red Dead to get a price drop, not a permanent price drop, but definitely be on sale sometime next month. I know Battlefield 5 is already on sale for like $30. I want to pick that up just because I want that multiplayer fix. But I hear it's got a lot of issues and a lot of problems, so I might even wait on that. But until next month, we gotta figure. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna be playing. That's also what I want to kind of do more on this channel is stream games and stuff. It's a little difficult to do it through my phone. It's kind of a process, but that's something I'm gonna have to look into for the future of this channel, because I definitely want to do way more stuff. Like I want to put out as much content as I did this year, but double it, try to double it at least, I got close to 300 fucking videos on here. I'm trying to go for like 400. So that's just really my goal, is to put as much content out on this channel as possible. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into the topics. The first topic today, I kind of want to just get off my chest. If you didn't check it out, my recent video I dropped yesterday, my Dragon Ball Super spoilers, Dragon Ball Super Broly ruined by Dragon Ball YouTubers. Go check that out in the link in the description below. I'll have a link for that. But I kind of want to touch up on it because, like, I'm really irritated. I'm really fucking irritated with that shit. Because I'm really thinking, like, damn, most other movie, like, in the States, you don't really see people spoiling shit like that. Like, imagine, like, what's a good example? Let's take away from TV shows and movies. Let's bring into gaming real fast. Take Kingdom Hearts 3. For the hardcore fans like myself and other people around the world that have been waiting for this game to come out for damn near 10 plus years, almost 15 fucking years till this game has finally dropped. It's kind of ridiculous in that sense when you really think about it. But imagine if they spoiled the complete ending. Like they just came out like, here's the full synopsis or the full outline of the whole entire game. You know how pissed people would be? You know how mad people would be? Honestly, I already see people get irritated that they're showing too many trailers, even though they've been pretty much just showing the same shit, since E3. So from the looks of it, we probably don't know exactly what's going to go on in Kingdom Hearts 3, and I like that. I hope it stays that way. And I say that to say this, with Dragon Ball, I don't understand why people feel the need to spoil the shit. Like, I'm one of the very few fans of Dragon Ball that still enjoys the show for what it is. I know a lot of the power scaling does not make sense. That doesn't ruin the show for me. To be honest, I really never cared, because the power scaling's been off ever since they introduced Super Saiyan. If you really think about it. Ever since they introduced Super Saiyan and people just ate that up and they loved it. I loved it. They went with Super Saiyan 2. And what made you think after Super Saiyan 2 they weren't going to do Super Saiyan 3? You know? So transformations, like, you know, that doesn't bother me as much. You know, even though a lot of shit hasn't been explained, like Trunks' rage form hasn't been explained at all. It's fine. It's honestly, it doesn't bother me. Honestly doesn't bother me. Like, that's not even no fanboy shit or nothing. Like, it just doesn't bother me that much. What does bother me is motherfuckers spoiling shit before the shit even comes out. I would understand, right, if this dropped in Japan and then people started to put out spoilers. Because, you know, back when the Avengers movies would come out internationally before it would come to the States, they would have early spoilers up. So I was like, all right, all I gotta do is avoid spoilers for like 2 weeks. And I was thinking Dragon Ball's going to do the same thing. I was like, I'm just going to have to avoid spoilers for a month. No problem. But we started getting spoilers for this movie like in September, bro. September. That shit is fucking ridiculous, bro. And it's like, now, this was the final nail in the coffin for me. Like, I'm still going to go see the movie because I have to review it. But it's definitely, knowing what I know now, and I don't know all the full details, I just know it because motherfuckers put spoilers in their thumbnails. So now I'm going to go into the movie already piecing things together. And I think that's going to affect my review. And I think that's going to affect a lot of people's reviews because it's like, who's really going to be excited off this? Unless if you literally went black off the internet and just like, you know, you went off the grid type shit, I should say. But me, I'm still on YouTube. I still, you know what I'm saying, be on social media and everything, you know. So I can't, it's inevitable. It's inevitable. And it pisses me off that people are so greedy that they have to throw up spoilers and stuff like that, and it's just ridiculous, man. It's really ridiculous. I'm just hoping there's still some surprise left in that movie that doesn't get spoiled. I doubt it because we already know what the first 20 minutes are going to be, and then the last hour is going to be just Goku and Vegeta fighting Broly, and then boom, that spoiler. I would honestly, and it kind of pisses me. It just really irritates me, man. Like, I don't know why it's bugging me so much, but it's just really getting underneath my skin. Like, why did you even have to tell us? Like, I don't understand if you spoiled like the first 20 minutes. Like, all right, we already knew that we're gonna go to Planet Vegeta and whatnot. We're going to do this, but why spoil the end of a movie? Why? 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 It's like, I'm just really thinking about this. It's like, it's an hour and 20-minute movie, so it's like, this shit gonna go by so fast. We already know what's gonna happen now. And I'm at the point where if I can find this on bootleg, I will watch this on bootleg. If I can find this before it comes out in theaters in the States, I'm going to just watch this bootlegged without subtitles. Honestly. Like, since people have already gypped off people with the spoilers, I'm a cheat myself, you know, because it's already been ruined for me. You know, I already feel like it's been ruined for me. And like I said, I'm still going to see it because I want to review it. But now it's this whole spoiler shit that's going on in the Dragon Ball community is really fucking up my thoughts on the movie as a whole. But I'm still hoping that I could somewhat enjoy this movie. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe I'm jumping the gun. We're just gonna have to find out. I don't really want to talk about anything Dragon Ball related for a minute. So let's go into the next topic. Aquaman early screenings. Now this is funny, right? Aquaman early screenings. People are saying that it is better than The Dark Knight. People are saying it is a visual masterpiece. People are just praising it. And you know, when I was talking about the Dragon Ball Super spoilers, right? You notice how... Do you see the difference between people that are in the media that went to go see Aquaman? They didn't spoil anything. They just told you what they felt about the film without spoiling it. Now imagine if they spoiled Aquaman. How pissed people would be. This is how Dragon Ball or Japan should be putting out or rolling out their films or just rolling out their shows. I don't want to hear the shit that Japan doesn't care about spoilers, because now I hope Dragon Ball and them, they're going to lose money off this. I don't want them to lose money, but I guarantee you they're going to lose money off this, because a lot of people are not going to be interested now. Might be a few million, but it still might make its money. But anyways, I don't want to talk about Dragon Ball. Aquaman. So they're saying that this is better than The Dark Knight. And I reply, and my response to that is, I wouldn't be surprised. Because as great as The Dark Knight is, I think it's a tad overrated. Before y'all kill me for saying that, I never said The Dark Knight was a shitty, terrible movie. Never said that. It's an amazing movie. But it is a Joker movie more than a Batman movie. That is kind of an issue. Should be an issue. Heath Ledger is an amazing actor. But am I going to sit there in front and act like I was watching Brokeback Mountain? Fuck no. I never watched that shit. I watched Knight's Tale. Wasn't that impressed by it. It was kind of boring, to be honest. Yeah, it's just like more, as time goes on, I feel like Dark Knight set a standard, but doesn't mean that somebody can make a better film than, you know, that was previously out there. Like, people just don't think that there's nothing ever going to be that's going to touch The Dark Knight. Like, and I highly doubt that. Like, Wonder Woman was amazing. I could easily say that was better than The Dark Knight. As far as just telling a story and, you know, making it the main focus is the hero and not the villain. Which, like, I like the Joker, but I was like, he completely overshadowed Christian Bale. Like, Heath Ledger completely overshadowed Christian Bale. And I felt like that shouldn't have happened. It should be a perfect balance between the two. Like, when you go back and watch the animated series, the Batman animated series, is a perfect balance. Like, Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill have perfect chemistry. Nobody outperforms the other. They both make the character, you know. And they don't overshine each other. You know, everybody gets their just due, I should say. But with Aquaman getting great early praise, and it's already set to do like 100 million plus opening weekend. Marvel's definitely got to get this shit together. But me, with the whole Marvel thing, I think the only reason why they're not announcing any new movies is because they're waiting for Avengers 4 to come out. I think after Avengers 4 is when Marvel's gonna announce their new slate and whatnot, what's coming out, because they've been really quiet, but I don't think they've been quiet because they don't know what direction to go in. I think they've honestly been quiet because Avengers 4 hasn't come out yet. So why announce a slew of new movies if Avengers 4 ain't come out? And that kind of would be a spoiler in itself. But I'm hyped to see Aquaman. I got my thumbnail done for that already. I was working on that a few days ago. But I'm really hoping they just don't overhype this shit. Like, we go into it and it's okay, but these reviewers and media were saying this is better than... I'm not gonna go into this movie thinking, all right, this is gonna be better than Dark Knight. I'm not gonna hold my expectations that high. I'm gonna have high expectations, but it's not gonna be that high. You know, I'm not gonna go in there expecting this shit to be better than The Dark Knight. I'm just going to watch it and judge it by itself, you know, because we've never seen an Aquaman movie. And I'm liking the route that DC is going right now. Hopefully they can keep this train going. I'm really hoping they can do that. But we got Shazam and the Joker movie coming out next year, which will also be very interesting. Those could be hit or miss. More so with the Shazam movie, that could be really hit or miss. But I'm expecting that to do numbers also. But if, like I said, if you're not Disney next year, you are not eating. You are not. There's too many Disney movies coming out next year. You got Captain Marvel, Dumbo, Aladdin, Avengers 4. You got Avengers 4 and Aladdin coming out in the same month. That's nuts. And then next month, you got Lion King, Toy Story 2. That alone, Lion King alone will probably make more money than any other of these Disney films. And we got a Star Wars movie at the end of the year. That's crazy. That's crazy. But you have to be on the lookout for my Aquaman movie review. I'm glad to see that it's getting the praise that it's getting. Because if it was getting negative press, people would be having a fucking field day. But anyways, speaking of comic books and cartoon characters, we just lost two big influential people in pop culture. One being Stan Lee, and the other being Stephen Hildenberg, the creator of SpongeBob. Now, I kind of want to talk about Stan Lee a little bit. I already made a video about it. And then I'll go into Stephen and my thoughts on that. Stan Lee has made such an impact on pop culture. He influenced so many. It's crazy. It's very inspiring. It's so inspiring. Like, the characters that he was able to create, and like all the interviews you go back and watch, is just like he really had a vision for what he wanted to put out, and it's just so amazing. And I'm pretty sure Stefan was definitely influenced by Stan Lee also when he created SpongeBob. Like I always, it's so inspiring because like I wanna kind of do that, you know, make these iconic characters like, but you just, I don't think when they go into the creative process of making these characters, I don't think they say, hey, how can we make this character iconic, or you know, I think they just go based off of real real experiences, real people, you know, how Stan Lee would describe Spider-Man as like an average normal guy, like he bleeds like normal human beings do. He's not immortal, like shit like that. It's just, I just wonder like, I always wondered like, did he always know that Spider-Man would be as big as it is now? Like when he first made it, like it's crazy. It's just crazy the thought process that goes into making these iconic characters. Like even from cartoons to television to movies, it's just it's like these creators take so much time and care into these characters. You could just tell, because if they didn't, they wouldn't be around as long as they have been. You know, Batman's been around for like 80 something years. That's crazy. 80 to 90 something years. Like, that's crazy. Like, it's just, and that's like my little thing I want to say for Stan Lee. Rest in peace. You have contributed to pop culture in ways that I don't even think he understands. And it's crazy, and his legacy will live on forever, longer than he was on this earth. His legacy will be on, like Marvel and Spider-Man and all that will be around for the next 100 years and beyond. It's sad to see him go, but I'm happy that he was able to live a full life at 95, and it's just like, it's such a blessing to just even crack 90, where in this generation some people don't even make it to 25. Rest in peace, Stan Lee. We love you, man. But on to Stefan Hildenberg, the creator of SpongeBob. Now, this is also a very big and sad loss, because SpongeBob was loved by millions of people around the world, like worldwide, from memes to just internet parodies to just on the television since what, like 01 or 2000s or something, like 99. I forget when it actually started. But for me, I have mixed feelings about SpongeBob, but I'm not going to say anything. I'm not trying to be disrespectful in any way, because it's sad that a creator has passed away at such a young age, at 57. That's pretty damn crazy. He's 30 years older than me. Like, that's crazy. That's just crazy to me. But I will say, I gotta say it though, that SpongeBob pretty much killed cartoons at the time, like for Nickelodeon. Like, instead of Nickelodeon just continuing like Hey Arnold and stuff, like One SpongeBob touchdown killed everything. Killed all, like, everything. And it's like, yeah, I love the earlier SpongeBob episodes. I think it kind of fell off towards the newer episodes. That's just me, or I just kind of grew out of that. I could still watch a SpongeBob episode and laugh, like, no doubt about it. It's just the quality. SpongeBob for me marked the quality of cartoons going down, because when you think of all the things that came out in the 90s, like Rocket Power, Ren and Stimpy, all these shows, they were intellectually, like, really dope. They had meaning. They gave you morals. Like, they touched on that. They touched on real life situations. And then SpongeBob comes along and does the complete opposite. And it's kind of, and I understand why it became so popular, because it was dumbed down. It was a very dumbed down type of cartoon. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but it is what it is, though. Like, there's still some dope ass SpongeBob shit. Like, it's genuinely funny. But for me, once SpongeBob came about, you know, the quality of cartoons have not been the same since. Like, when you look at what kids are watching now, what can they reference, right? It's either Adventure Time, Regular Show, or Teen Titans Go, or SpongeBob. 4 big cartoons in the last 10 years. In the last 10 years, what do kids watch nowadays? You know, and when I say that to say this is like, when I look at the 90s, look at how much fire we had. We had Johnny Bravo, got Cat Dog, Rocket Power, like Goosebumps, Are You Afraid of the Dark? All these dope ass shows, and just the quality has dipped so low that all they could have done is push out SpongeBob episodes. That's all people wanted. And I might make another video, a separate video on this, because I kind of want to really break this down. Because right now I'm just going off the top of my head right now. That's just how I feel about it. Being somebody that was born in the 90s and saw all these different cartoons that came out in the 90s and saw the rise of SpongeBob. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do another video on that. But we're gonna move on to a different comic book property, that is The Walking Dead. Now, The Walking Dead just had their mid-season finale, season 9. You know, I'll also have a link for that in the description below. Now, everybody wants to talk about, The Walking Dead has fallen off, blah, 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 blah. They're at like 4 to 5 million viewers, which is still a hell of a lot of viewers to still have after 9 seasons. Well, being in your 9th season, it's still pretty dope. And you're never gonna it's hard enough to keep like 10 to 15 million viewers every year. You're going to lose viewers. The only time I would see Walking Dead in trouble is if they hit the 1 million or less, or 2 million. If they hit 2 million, they might be in trouble. But I think that this mid-season finale was strong enough to bring back some old viewers, or keep the remainder of it. Might go up to 6 to 7 million after this season and stay up there. But I like the direction that The Walking Dead is going in. I was I was kind of worried too, like a lot of people, when Rick's last episode was what, episode 5. I was kind of worried too. I was like, how are they gonna do this? But it kind of excited me, because we don't know what to expect now. A lot of characters are gonna get remixed, like their story remixed. They can go in a whole completely original, different, like in a whole different direction than the comic books, which is I think they should. Like do the Whisper War and then go into a different make up a whole new different original plot or just storyline. You don't have to go by the comics uh beat for beat. You don't have to do that necessarily. I think the future of Walking Dead is fine. Some people are saying like, nah, it's trash now. It's ass. It's garbage. No, I don't think that at all. It's just definitely season 7 to 8 hurt the series, but doesn't mean that it's not entertaining still. For me, I don't know. For me, I still enjoy The Walking Dead for what it is, even though that Carl death pissed me off so much. That was literally going to be my last straw, but this season has been really good. Some people might think otherwise, but I don't understand. I was like, they're going in a different direction. They're trying to refresh the series, Hopefully after this whole ordeal with the Whispers, this is the perfect time for them to find a new main character, like a new Rick, or just somebody that could stay. Like, I'm hoping Daryl becomes like, takes more of a leadership role and says fuck this, and I want to and it just takes that leadership role to the next level, and he'll probably be like a Rick 2.0 or just be his own thing. Yeah, I think it has, if they play their cards right and they don't do too much fan service bullshit or SJW shit, I think they'll be fine. You'll probably see 15 seasons of The Walking Dead, before it's ending. I think they'll go 15 or 16 seasons and they'll be done. Honestly. They could possibly go another 10 years. Just the way, if they go up after this whole Whisper storyline, if they go and just make their own original storylines, I think they can go for as long as they want. But yeah, like, I enjoyed the season, the mid-season finale. Jesus is gone. That is a huge blow. Like, they really this is gonna be very interesting. The second half, starting in February, it's gonna be interesting to see the second half of this season for sure. But yeah, I think that's it I got for like Walking Dead. I know I ain't talk about it too much. Kind of running out of time. I'm gonna go for another 10 minutes. I'm gonna try to go another 10 minutes or so. So we have quite a bit of album releases this week. We had last week actually, JID's DiCaprio 2 drop. Still loving that album. That shit's fire. Go check that out. I got a review up on my channel. Link in the description. Also 6ix9ine's album leaked and got and was forced to release. Dummy Boy, also have a review of that on my channel, and it will also be in the description below. Go check that out. Show that some love. Then we got Meek and Lil Baby dropping this Friday. Now, I see a lot of people thinking that Lil Baby is going to outsell Meek. I'm like, no. Meek is going to do some crazy numbers. People have been anticipating this album for a while. Like, this is definitely going to be Meek's biggest album to date. As far as all the things that he's been through, all the things that like the beef he went through with Drake, people thinking his career was done, where he has one of the greatest comebacks I think ever in hip hop. You know, it's completely like the whole beef with Drake has made him an even bigger and more loved artist, and with him fighting for like against injustices and stuff going on in this country is also really, really big that not a lot of other rappers are doing. Meek is doing what not a lot of other rappers are doing right now. Like, he's really out here trying to get prison reform and, like, you know, things really, he's trying to really get things done out here. And I don't see no other artists doing that. I don't see no Lil Wayne's really pushing for that. I don't see Lil Baby really pushing for that, you know. And that's really crazy. That's why I said, like, I'm probably reaching here, but I think we could do like 300,000 or 400,000 whatever first week. It could be possible. It's definitely going to be his biggest and probably his best project so far. And people just been waiting for this, bro. People have been waiting to hear some new Meek, and it's been a very long time. His last project dropped, what, 2 years ago? 2 years in the hip hop world is a long time. Definitely excited to see what to hear what what's gonna sound like. Hopefully, I'm actually hoping this shit get leaked. I want this shit to get leaked low key, so I could just listen to it. Cause I'm gonna have it on my phone, and I'm probably gonna buy a physical copy if I can find one. I want to buy a copy to support that. Yeah, we got Meek dropping Friday, tomorrow. I'll have a review up as soon as possible. Hopefully I can get the review out before I gotta go to work tomorrow. But we're just gonna figure it. I'm gonna figure that out. But we're coming towards the end. I appreciate y'all listening, tuning in to this 9th episode of the Purp Culture Podcast. It's been fun. I know I had to cut this a bit short, just because I got other things to do. Be on the lookout for the episode 10 trailer coming. Most likely I'm gonna drop that Saturday. Saturday or Sunday. I'll most likely have that out. I'll have way more videos coming out in December. I gotta make a couple top 10 lists, like top 10 movies, top 10 TV shows, maybe top 10 albums, top 10 worst albums, top 5. I don't know. I'm trying to still see how that's gonna work out, what my deadlines are gonna be for that. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today on this episode. Make sure you check out all my videos in the description. All my recent videos that came out in the description below. And to the next episode, I'll check y'all out. Have a blessed day. Enjoy all weekends. And I'm out.